This man was once a top-tier assassin. He was stung by something that looked like a bee. When he woke up, he had turned into a middle schooler. The organization quickly confirmed that it wasn't a bee at all, but a bioengineered weapon. Fortunately, aside from his body shrinking, everything else seemed normal. The problem was, how does a legendary killer keep working in a child's body? Coincidentally, his boss actually gave him a perfectly fitting mission: go to middle school. As a student, on the surface, it was school. In reality, he was there to scout the place in advance for the boss's daughter. He originally couldn't be bothered with such a low-level job, but once he heard the pay was doubled, he immediately agreed. On his first day at school, he messed up instantly. Everyone else introduced themselves normally. When it was his turn, he only said his name and was about to step down. After being reminded by his classmates, he reluctantly walked back and added a few more words. He said his hobby was sniping. The entire class went silent. He quickly corrected himself, saying it was sniping in video games, but it was already too late. He had become the class weirdo. Still, he didn't care. He was never good at socializing anyway. Until that day after school, he realized for the first time that this ordinary school wasn't so ordinary after all. A man wearing a panda mask knocked out a security guard and rushed straight into the building. The whole school was running for their lives, except for two girls who were still taking photos. By the time they reacted, the man was already in front of them, and at that moment, he made his move. A box of chalk flew out, exploding into a cloud of dust. He rushed in and threw a punch, but the opponent barely flinched. Only then did he realize his body had shrunk, and his strength had shriveled along with it. In the next second, the attacker pulled out a bomb. He kicked the weak point, and sent the bomb flying into the air. He could have shot it to detonate immediately, but he misjudged the timing. The smoke cleared. Those two girls had seen everything. He could only improvise a lie, saying a passerby had saved them, but they didn't believe him at all. The next day, the whole class isolated him. Only those two girls approached him, blushing, and invited him into their group chat. He agreed casually, then quickly regretted it. Messages flooded in nonstop. He couldn't keep up at all, and this former top assassin now didn't even know how to turn off notifications.